Welcome back to Machynlleth. My intention was with this video is to do some scenery over in the corner over there where there's a little hedge, a little paddock, building to be planted, bit of embankment, and I managed to video the whole thing in sepia. I really don't know, and I don't think anybody wants to watch a video in sepia. So with this one, I'll just give you a recap of what I've been up to on the layout recently, and we'll do that and show you a little bit of train movement. So the first thing I addressed was this permanent way yard with a number of little sheds, little fenced off yard. On the left hand side we've got the oil storage yard with oil drums stacked outside, a couple of sleepers with rusty old chairs and a couple of cable drums, and inside the yard there's a couple of sheds, some tools left lying around, a shed with some bits of signalling equipment and ladders stacked and spare wood. The next area was this hard standing in front of the Loco shed. I've weathered the doors and the front of the Loco shed. The hard standing is just made of plastic hard, and I originally painted it with an acrylic sort of concretey colour. It was a bit bland and didn't really look very realistic, so I've painted this with Hombrol gloss, sort of buff brown colour, and then dabbed on WW Scenics concrete weathering powder and grey grout powder on top of it. Let that dry, and then on top of that used a number of washes in sort of dark grey and oily colours. And that's given me a much more realistic look, I feel. And here's the other end of the shed that's received the same treatment. This area was supposed to be the subject of the video that I videoed on the wrong setting. So a little paddock surrounded by hedge, with a dirt track running down to a little building. The building I didn't video, that just covers my usual techniques of card laser cut windows and then Das clay with a stone effect scribed in it. The whole area was covered in my usual soil mix, and then a number of static grass colours, again with the sort of longer grasses towards the edge of the field and shorter crop grasses in the middle. The hedge, I drilled lots of little holes and then poked down sort of small pieces of dried dead thyme twig into those to create the trunks of the hedge, and then draped over polyfibre from the HelloFresh insulation and scatter materials over the top of that. I hope you can appreciate this little dry stone wall. I built this off the layout because it would have been a bit of a difficult job to lean over and build that. It's built with individual pieces of Woodland Scenics medium talus glued onto a piece of acetate, and then each stone glued on with matte Mod Podge. What I found with this actually is it retains a little bit of flexibility after you've built it, so it could be built off the layout and then moved in situ for other areas. So I'm quite pleased with how that's turned out, and it's given me a good idea for things down the line. Next time I'll do a video on that, next time I make some. And I've added to this little piece of back scene. It's too far across the board to paint this in directly onto the back scene, so I simply cut out the silhouette from a piece of card from the cereal packet, and then using Google Street View found a picture of the high street disappearing up the hill and simply painted that on. So that's just about the end of this video. Sorry, you didn't get to see how it was all done because of my incompetence with the camera. I promise to do better next time. So thank you for watching. I'll leave you with a few trains moving around, and we'll see you again soon.